Hello, unstoppable men and women. This is Lynn Chetty, the founder of the Unstoppable Man and Woman's Mindset. And I'm coming to you live today to talk to you about 3 ways in which you can improve your self-esteem. I think for all of us, self-esteem is an issue at some time or another. There are places that we feel really comfortable and our self-esteem is high. We feel like we can do a good job. When we're interacting in those areas and then something happens and we don't feel quite as comfortable. And that can really be difficult because we can't remember what good things there are about us, and we are afraid of failing and looking bad to our audience. And so yeah, things can really go awry in different situations, and it's almost always typical that it's in a situation that makes us really nervous anyway, and we go from being confident and people who can do great things into people who are cowering and afraid and panicking. And it's certainly not something that we have to do. We can learn skill sets so that when we get into our new situations that usually make us nervous, we can make different choices. So the first thing that you need to do when you are in a situation where you're having low self-esteem is to be gentle with yourself. All of us are our hardest critic and judge, and we are being hard on ourselves makes it more difficult when other people are being difficult with us as well, right? And so we're going to overreact. And so if you find yourself in a situation where you're being really hard on yourself and not feeling comfortable, you can just remember that it happens to everyone. It's not a great big deal. It's definitely something that happens to me. I have a comfort zone, and definitely if I start doing things that I'm not comfortable in, I have issues with my self-esteem as well. I'm really nerdy, and so I'm not good with small talk, and I don't really keep up. I know what's going on in the world, but I don't keep up with current events as much as other people do. And so I know when I get in those situations, I just think, oh, I'm such a big dummy. I didn't watch that, or I don't know anything about that. And so I know that's hard on me, but I think for all of us, if we can just remember this happens to everyone, and we can just take some deep breaths and just say, hey, well, I can sit and listen. I'm going to learn something, and you can jump in at some point if you want. All right, Tess, thanks for being here. I see you there. Thanks for letting me know that you're here. The second thing that we need to do when we're working on our self-esteem, particularly in difficult situations, is we need to stop our automatic thoughts. And automatic thoughts are things that come up that we really don't even examine. We just kind of let them happen. If I say something stupid, I'm a stupid person, that your mind's telling you. If I drop that plate on the floor, I'm a clumsy person. If I'm in a situation where I'm uncomfortable, I'm definitely going to fail. And those automatic thoughts are really the thoughts that tear us down. They're the thoughts that don't really have any service to us feeling good or making it to a better place in life. And so it's really not necessary to allow those automatic thoughts to take you over. And it'll probably take some practice to stop your automatic thoughts. And so you can take every opportunity. If you're at home and something that's out of your comfort zone happens, try to learn to notice and stop your automatic thoughts in that moment when there's less going on and you're in an environment that is more conducive to you being okay already. And then you can gradually learn how to stop your automatic thoughts in any situation. And that is a great way to not have lower self-esteem. The third and last thing I want to talk about is if you're having a bad day, you want to remind yourself of your positive traits. All of us have good things about us. Maybe you're having a bad week or you made some bad choices during the week, and that's okay. But you have to, remember that you do some things well, and that is something that is good to fall back on when you're in the middle of losing your self-esteem. So you might think, I'm really good at making things with my hands. I'm great at taking care of my kids. I make other people feel welcomed and appreciated when I'm around, or I'm really good at programming, or keeping the house up, keeping the yard mowed, whatever it is. You want to remember those things because that helps build your self-esteem up in moments of low self-esteem. And your biggest goal is really to just get through those tough moments, get through those periods in life where you're trying something completely new and you're out of your element, and you want to be able to just still feel like you have self-esteem. And I know there's bigger pieces of this, particularly if you're married and you're having a rough patch with your spouse, or you've lost your job, or you're needing to transition into something new. Maybe you've had a baby and it's all new and you need to stay home and work from home. And all of those kinds of situations throw us all off balance. And when they're completely new, of course, we're going to start dealing with some of our self-esteem issues in those times. So you just slow down and give yourself some room to breathe, and remember that you are a good person. Remember that you do things well. In many cases, you're going to catch up eventually. So don't ever give up. And I absolutely know that you're going to be able to build healthy self-esteem no matter what situation you find yourself in. So I will see you guys tomorrow again at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And for any women who want to be on our Zoom call this week, you need to join the women's group. The men need to join my men's group. You can find that here on my business page. And we're going to have a Zoom call for men Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and a Zoom call for women on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And those calls are there for support and to talk about what's going on, anything that you're struggling with. They're completely free. It's something that I really enjoy doing, so I hope you guys will sign up for those. There's a link in both groups so that you can sign up, so I definitely know that you're attending. And I'll see you guys there either Monday or Wednesday. Have a great evening.